Happy Monday, scholars, and welcome to week 19 of learning. Miss Sarah here, starting you off with Migo and some of our buddies showing us how we properly wear masks over our nose and mouth. And the reason I have those graphics is because I wanted to show you guys this that I found today. This was our spike in December of 2020. This is when we thought we were at our worst. This is where we're at today, guys. Okay, just on Friday alone, there was 10,234 new cases reported. I don't give you guys this to scare you. I give this to you as a tool to show you that we are in charge of our bodies. We are in charge of keeping ourselves safe and wearing our masks properly throughout the day without reminders from all of our staff, not sharing food or drink, especially even if you waterfall, as well as keeping our hands clean and staying home when we don't feel well. This is our responsibility as a community to stay safe, to stop the spread. So what's happening this week? We wanted to let you guys know that Tuesday and Wednesdays, we are not going to have community connections anymore. So those will be canceled this week. We're excited to reboot, and enrichments and study halls will be moved to Thursdays instead. We don't really know when it's going to start just yet, so be patient with us. We're still collecting all the different activities that teachers and staff will be offering. So more information will be coming soon. And you guys get to look forward to a long 3-day weekend coming up, as there's no school on Monday the 17th in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. I left this quote here of Martin Luther King Jr.'s. I just feel like it really resonates with a lot of things that are going on in our world right now, and making sure that we all find our voice and self-advocate as well as advocate for things going on in our community. Basketball happens this week. We have a home game for both the boys and girls on Wednesday. Unfortunately, no scholar spectators are allowed, as the scholars are only allowed one spectator per family. But good luck to these teams, and I hope you guys do great and have fun. Wanted to leave this graphic up here for a minute just to make sure everyone understands the morning start time options. If you get dropped off at 7:30 to go in the cafe, please know that we will not open that door any earlier than 7:30. So please be sure that your family does not drop you off any earlier, because even if it's a cold weather day, we just do not have the staff to be able to open that cafe any earlier. And then if you want to come in a little bit later, it looks a lot like what we did in semester 1, except for 7th grade, your doors did move over to where we come in through lunch. We'll still have breakfasts available for everyone. If it is a cold weather day, which means it's below 30 or it's actively precipitating, so it's either snowing or raining, we will start letting you guys in at 7:50, and that's also when we'll clear the cafe so that you guys will have some extra time in your first period class with your teachers. Bus riders, please continue to come down the sidewalk when you get dropped off and come in through the main entrance, as we were unfortunately not able to push back your pickup times. If you guys still have questions about this, please talk to Miss Sarah, talk to your teachers, or if your family is still confused, please have them call us so we can make sure they understand these two options. And speaking of different changes, starting this Tuesday, the 11th, we're going to dismiss at 1:30. This happens every Tuesday through the rest of the semester. You will still see your classes in the same order. It'll just be a modified schedule. Lunch will be a little bit earlier to ensure that you guys are still seeing all those classes. If you ride the bus, they will be picking you up at 1:30. And we're excited that this afternoon time will allow our staff and teachers time to collaborate and connect and make sure that we are supporting your learning and growth. It's going to be some amazing collaboration time that we're going to use to the benefit of you guys and your learning. All right, cell phones. The Valet started on Friday. Some of you were lucky enough to be part of Miss Sarah's first day as a cell phone valet. We need to make sure that we're taking responsibility for our items and all of our personal items, and making sure that they are silenced and secured in the locker during the entire day. This includes lunch. We will have no cell phones in classrooms. If teachers see cell phones, even if you're not using them, we will be coming by to pick them up so that you will be able to focus on your education and then pick those up at the end of the day. We need to make sure that we're respecting people's privacy in the cyber world. No pictures or videos should be taken. And that cell phone valet will be available all day. So We want to really make sure that we're all holding each other accountable through the entire day. And if you do have your cell phone valeted, you can meet me out in the front of the building and make a nice, neat line and patiently wait for me to be able to pass those out to you guys. We will be reiterating some of our drill procedures. I wanted to remind you guys of this poster that's on in every classroom on the cork board closest to the exit door. There are 5 different emergency evacuation plans. And so we want to make sure that everyone takes a minute to read those and reviews those with teachers, especially for lockdown drills, to make sure that you guys understand what part of the room you guys will secure yourself silently if we ever have a lockdown drill. All right, so don't worry. Let's just talk about a few of these. Let's talk about our fire drill because we unfortunately did not do a fire drill in November and December. So we're very behind and we want to make sure everyone's prepared for a successful fire drill when we have one in the coming weeks. So you hear the alarm, you stop what you're doing, you find your level 0 voice, and you listen to your teacher for directions. The reason it's so important to be at a level 0 voice at all times is that if it's not a drill, you might need to hear instructions in order to make sure that we are staying safe and in evacuating if it was a true emergency. Make sure you're leaving all your classroom items as the doors locked behind us. So you'll line up quietly and you'll carefully exit the building using your closest exit doors, and you'll follow your teacher away from the building. You'll need to stay at that level 0 in a single file line so that your teacher can take attendance and make sure everyone's accounted for. Once we know every classroom is accounted for, we will hear a bell to alert us that we can go back in the building silently and resume our learning. Okay, so what about a lockdown drill? We will be having a lockdown drill this Friday, the 14th. We don't know what time it'll be because safety and security comes in and conducts it to make sure that they're looking out for us and making sure that they're giving us tips and hints if we need them. So we will have this lockdown drill this week. Once you hear the lockdown alert on the paging system, you need to stop what you're doing, find your level 0 voice, and look for nonverbal directions from your teachers. You will move immediately to your lockdown location to ensure that you are not visible by any exterior or interior windows. Ensure you know what that location is for every classroom you visit throughout the day. The big one is remaining silent and still until you hear the overhead paging releasing us from this lockdown status. We understand that this could be uncomfortable. We understand that you guys could be kind of smushed together depending on what room you're in, but it's really important to stay silent and be out of sight, and do not open any doors until you hear that overhead paging system saying that we are cleared and removed from a lockdown status. If you have any questions about these drills or any of the procedures, just make sure that you're asking your teachers or anyone at lunch duty. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope everyone has a super day. Be good people, do good things. Peace.